Today's sci-fi adventure predicts the future of both American politics and the internet. This is 5 Minute Books. I'm Garrett Robinson, independent co-author of the Realm Keeper series. This is 5 Minute Books, where I promise to tell you everything you need to know about popular books in 5 minutes or less. We alternate between Amazon's #1 bestseller and an independent book of my own choosing, and it's Indie Week. Today I'm reviewing The Beam Season 1 by Sean Platt and Johnny B. Truant. Thanks to fan requests, there will be no spoilers on this show. In The Beam, a futuristic America has only two political parties, Enterprise and Directorate. Enterprise is the epitome of free market capitalism. Its members have no safety net, so if they fail, they starve. But if they succeed, they become the richest people on the planet. Directorate members have every need tended to by the government. They never starve or get sick, and they don't even have to work thanks to advances in automation. But they can't rise above their position, and they have to accept their government handout. Everybody in Directorate is ostensibly equal. In this futuristic society, the Beam is essentially the internet but on steroids. Invented by the mysterious Noah West, the Beam can project itself on virtually any surface, and through the Beam, the population interacts and does much of its business, very similar to Oasis in the book Ready Player One. The Beam knows everything about you and customizes your surroundings accordingly. Cybernetic enhancements are very common, either to improve human ability or to improve integration with the Beam. There is no single protagonist within the Beam, but rather an ensemble cast of characters. The story begins with Doc, a gray market cybernetic enhancement surgeon who sells his clients semi-legal bionics. Thanks to a case of mistaken identity, Doc stumbles upon a new experimental cybernetic technology which promises to revolutionize the life of anyone who has it, but then discovers that this technology is destined only for a certain select few. His accidental revelation endangers not only Doc, but some of his friends and colleagues, including Nikolai, right-hand man to the leader of Directorate, and the most badass fictional woman in recent memory, the high-class escort Kai. Meanwhile in the book, Leia, a member of the anti-Beam, anti-cybernetic Organa Society, is drawn into the mystery of an old man named Crumb, who seems crazy but also knows way more about the Beam than he should. While the story of the Beam is very exciting and very well crafted, I felt that it took an appropriate backseat to the world in which the story takes place, providing a surprisingly philosophical and in-depth reading experience, much more than you'd expect from your typical sci-fi action thriller. Science fiction commonly predicts a future in which the rules have changed, throwing the morality of today into question. Ender's Game asked what we should do when we eventually meet alien species, while Asimov's I, Robot dealt with artificial intelligence and whether artificial life deserves the rights of all life. The Beam presents us with two questions, both of them frighteningly applicable to today's society. The first one is Enterprise or Directorate. Which would you choose? Total freedom or total security? While reading the book, you may find yourself swinging one way or the other on this, inevitably arriving at the philosophical synthesis that neither is perfect. Neither, taken to its extreme end, can be desirable in the least. The second question deals with today's technological advancement. In the future, people are so dependent on the Beam that if it cuts out, even for a few minutes, there's a rash of suicides across the country. It's not hard to see parallels in today's society. Many of us reduced to mental zombies enslaved by our mobile devices and spending more time looking at our phones than at our children. I've never seen science fiction deal so well with the question, just because we can do something, should we? And you'll have to draw your own conclusions on this one because, like any good storytellers, Platt and Truant aren't providing any hard answers. In terms of writing style, I've long been a fan of both of these authors, and this book is no exception. The action is tremendous, the dialogue crackles, and the story moves along at a good pace, with neither too much nor too little exposition. In particular, I always feel the need to inform people that the editing in any Johnny B. Truant book is near perfect, at a much higher standard than even most of today's traditionally published books. If you fear the unprofessionalism of self-publishing, rest assured that in this book, scanners are clear. In the end, I give The Beam Season 1 5 stars out of 5. Whenever anybody asks me for a new science fiction novel to read, this is at the top of my list. While it may sound hyperbolic to call a book flawless, this book did what all of my favorite science fiction has always done. It made me think, it made me see the world differently, and it kept me entertained from beginning to end. Thank you for watching 5 Minute Books. As always, you can purchase this novel by clicking on the cover art, which will take you to the Amazon bookstore via an affiliate link that helps fund the show. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see future reviews and other book-related goodness every day of the week, and we'll see you next time.